Hi everybody, Stefan here from EDC Austria, and today I want to show you the real steel Megalodon. This is only the second real steel I've ever handled. I recently reviewed the real steel Thor, which Andre sent to me, and now I received two knives from John from the channel Nasty Renegade, whose link I'll put in the description. You should check him out. He has a great knife channel, and he lent me two of his knives. Well, two real steel. He lent me more knives, but this one is the second one I've experienced. And first, you notice for a budget knife, they come really nicely packed. You have your warranty card with the dealer's name. You have a nice microfiber cloth, and then finally the knife. And same as with the Thor, the action is really perfect. I mean, if I really try, if you really try, you can make it not deploy, but it's hard. If you just do it very light and just break the detent, it will flip and deploy fully. I have many $300 or $400 knives that don't do this that well. But let's get back to the knife. It's a nice flat grind drop point blade, which is 3.93 inches or 9.98 centimeters, so basically 10 centimeters. And the total length is 8.74 inches or 22.2 centimeters. As with most of their regular models, real steel used 14C28N steel here. They do that a lot. That's Sandvik steel, which was initially created on the behalf of Kershaw, who needed something better than 12C27. And as for the blade, it's in a satin, as you see, and here on one side they put their real steel logo, and on the other one they put the number and the name of the Megalodon, and here you have the steel grade. The handles are G10. They are very nicely rounded off, just so that you don't feel any discomfort. And again, this one has the same lock to keep it from closing as the Reich knife that I have. So this again makes me think that Reich and real steel have the same factory where they make their knives, even though real steel has denied having any connection to Reich. Here you can see how nicely skeletonized the liner is on one side, and here of course only a bit, but this one is the side with the lock. Here you can see the lock is at the very beginning, so I'd say 25–30%. All in all, it's a very comfortable knife in any sort of grip. It has no jimping, but that really doesn't matter. You have a very good grip on it, and if you have big hands like me, that's no problem. And in reverse grip it's great, and even in draw cut it's fantastic. And like I said, the action is really so much better than some very expensive knives. It's amazing what these budget companies like Reich and Real Steel and so on can do for $50, which is about the price of this knife. There is also another edition in with titanium handles and M390 steel that goes for around $170. That's of course, and it has other bearings I think too. This one, as you see, as opposed to the Thor, doesn't fall shut, but it still has a very good action and it's very defined. It's of course on ball bearings too, and easy to keep clean as it is really open pillar construction. That's about all I can say about this knife. Now we should check the weight and see if the skeletonizing has got us any results. We have 131.3 grams, which is 4.63 ounces. And now let's check the blade thickness. 3.4 millimeters. Yeah, and now I've told you about the great action. I told you about the clip that is non-reversible. Let's do the size comparison. First, let's compare it to one of my biggest knives, the CKF SSE from Custom Knife Factory. And you see they are about the same length. And then I know I should have done this one first, the large Inkosi from Chris Reeve Knives. It's slightly shorter both in the handle and the blade. And again, a bit of a smaller knife just to compare the Kershaw induction, with which I still don't have any problems as of yet. And you can see it's quite a bit smaller. And I don't know, I wasn't happy with the cutting performance so much, but I was told this knife hasn't been used a lot, so it might need some sharpening to be back to its glory if it was sharpened well enough from the factory. I mean, it still works and everything, but just not as perfect as I'd like. Okay, now let's check the cutting footage. I hope you enjoyed that, and the cutting, as you saw, was of course possible both with paper and cardboard, but the paper was a bit harder than usual. But I think that's just this one because it's a used one that hasn't been resharpened yet. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel for more. If you liked this video, if it gave you any interesting information, please leave me a thumbs up. And if you have anything to say, questions, suggestions or other comments, please leave them in the comment section down below. Have a great day. Bye bye.